Okay, so we're going to do north-south. A reminder of what north-south is. Who should I use my ukita? I keep using camera. I'll borrow Ronnie this time. Ronnie, your head is here, your body's there. So north-south is exactly as it describes. We're like a compass of a clock. No, not a clock. A compass. And we're in this position. And I'm finding a way to pin down from here, bearing my weight down here. You're usually off to one side of his head. Okay, but if you want to be mean, you can be on his head. Like this. You can just his face with your tongue. Yeah, that's it, you're mean. But it's not advantageous to you as the top person to be directly symmetrical, right? It's actually advantageous to be slightly off to one side. If you look at Ronnie's head, right, I want to push it off to one side, like this. So his head is crooked like this. And it would be advantageous for you to be asymmetric with your arms. So you would usually try and go one under his armpit, over his shoulder, or under his armpit, over his shoulder, or both under his armpit. You could do both over the arms here, but that gives him, and we'll talk about this later, his arms free. Okay. So before we move on to escapes from here, we have to look at how we're attacking. And I want everybody just to practice this. It's not a game. I'm not gamifying it. It's just a practice. You're going to practice being on top here and practicing the different arm positions. So over under, double overs, over under. All right. Now, because we don't have the gi, normally we'd be holding the belt. We're going to cup around the hip line here, the hip girdle here, and clamp our hands to the sides of his ribs. I'm going to choose over the arms here, and I'm going to bear my weight down. I'm going to just ask Oni to just push frame me, just see how long can I hold it there. Not too bad. So play with that, swap over, play with that, play with swap over, and then we move on. All right, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Yeah. So now we have an understanding of the north-south as a pinning position. Some people are really good at it, and it can be a nightmare being stuck underneath. But I'm running again. So. Quick explanation of how we got there. Nobody just lands in north-south if you're just the same position as you were before. Generally, because we're talking side control or escape from side control this week, generally it would be from the top, and maybe they're so good at defending themselves from the top. Yeah, I can't really get anything, and my access at the bottom range of his body, i.e. knee on belly, going to mount, maybe that's inaccessible because he's just blocking up so nicely. See? Well then, this area is often available, so that's why people turn to north-south. And when they turn around, they try and go around here, extract an arm here. I'll do it this side. So try and extract an arm here. Okay. So arm isolation, and then from here, they will try and get a grip here, in which case you can start attacking here. Another common attack is here. This arm is under the arm, this arm is over the arm, and we'll try and wrap around the head. I might have covered this a few weeks ago, and start locking down what we call north-south choke, and this is quite horrible. As you may know, if you lock the head, it's very hard to move the body, so move your body around. You feel like you're disconnecting your head from your body, so it's not a very nice position. But anyway, we're going to look at escapes, so I'm going to switch the tables around. Before we move look at the escapes, you're going to stand up and face the pillar, legs slightly wide apart. You're all going to do this exercise. How to escape this north-south position relies on your legs, because clearly my head and my arms are trapped. But what is free are your legs. That's the fatal flaw of north-south. You have the ability to move your hips, right? So, and there are 3, I taught this on Thursday, 4 fundamental movements. Let's count them as we go along. The number 1 fundamental movement is knees to chest. Okay, so you're going to practice just this. Okay, you can bring your knees to chest, then we move on to fundamental movement number 2, which is knees to chest, roll over the shoulder. Knees to chest, roll over the shoulder. Don't go over the back of your neck. Don't go like this, donk, and then you hurt your neck. Go over your shoulder, and it helps to look. Okay, it's fundamental movement number 2. Fundamental movement number 3 is knees to chest, cross the legs, spin. Knees to chest, cross the legs, spin. Finally, movement number 3, 4. This is not going well. Movement number 4. Knees to chest, cross the arms. Spin. Knees to chest, cross the arms. Spin. There's a 5th one. You'll like this one. It's the pendulum. Swing, swing, swing. It's basically rolling over your shoulder again. I count that as a 5th, half a 5th. I'll run them through again very quickly. I'll call them out anyway, but your partner's going to stand there. Number 1, knees to chest. Okay. Number 2, roll over shoulder. Number 3, leg scissors. Number 4, transfer the hand. Number 5, pendulum, the leg. Kids stuff, you can do it. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Context. So we're now going to put them into context. Borrow Ronnie, where's he gone? Okay. So he's to the side of me. The knees to the chest one is the most useful. So say he's got side control, and he thinks, so that I'm going to move to north-south. Bang, knees to chest, and you're already starting to find your way back to guard. So that's the most simple one. So yeah, really put a side control, really go. Bang, there. As long as you have frames in. If you don't have frames, he thinks, right, I'm going to. So the missing ingredient from the drills that we just did is your arms, but they were kind of holding here, right? So just translate that to here, as opposed to from here. You're trying to get the frames in, that's too hard. So you're defending anyway, you think, right, so that I'm gonna go to north-south, bang, and they're here. All right, and then from there, it should be fairly easy for you to just convert that into a guard, or as you go to north-south, bang, just push away and start getting away. All right, so that's the early stage escape. I'll take these off. Later stage escape, so you're right on me, yeah. And you've got just swinging your legs, doing these things, because I can't get knees to chest. Okay, anything if I swing, it doesn't do anything. I need a bit more space. How do I get the space? Well, you've got your hands free, right? Cup around the hip, and he's grabbing hard on me, right? But he can't stop this movement here. So I'm kind of leaning down. There's a little bridge, and then down. So his face is now down here, right? So go back in north-south. So now I have the ability to swing. I like this one. There. And then we're here and we can start attacking. Or leg scissors. Or hand placement. Okay. Did I miss one? What was one I didn't do? I did knees to chest, leg scissors, hand placement, leg pendulum, roll over shoulder. That's it. So down, okay, roll over the shoulder. And then we're here. So everyone got that, yeah? So you're taking drill 1, where we were learning the north-south, combining it with the recent drill we just did. Remember, there's an early stage escape. All it is knees to chest, regard. Then you've got the other 4 leg swings when they've really pinned you down. But you must place the hands on the hips and get extension. Have a play with that in your own time. Stop when you need it. If you need help, I'll come around. All right? 2, 3, let's go. All right? And then late stage escape, you found the most important part is clearing your head. I'll demonstrate. So, Ronnie, where's he gone? So, it's there. Look, if I'm smushing or if I'm here, I'm wedging my hips against his head is stuck. But by grabbing my flanks, my sides of my ribs, so you grab my ribs, and bridge and clear down, his head is now clear to one side. And then he's free to move his hips and his legs and find a way to escape. And even if it's just that, that's fine. It doesn't have to be a dramatic over the shoulders thing. If that's all it is, that's fine. All right? I want to demo you. It's kind of like an Instagram, thank you, an Instagram favorite. But then when I taught it on Thursday, Ben Mann was just knocking these out like anything. And I wish he was here to show off. But instead, we've got Ben Mann lookalikes over here. So they're going to demonstrate the technique. So if you come over here. So Jason's on the bottom, Brandon's on top. So this is the cool version I'm not suggesting it's your go-to move, but some people make this work. So he's stuck in north-south. He grabs the flanks, extends down, good, and then he goes for the back. Straight to back, go, 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 clear your head. Good, and attack the neck. Bang, straight there. So that's a move that you can do. Thank you very much. You did it better in rehearsal, but never mind. That's why I wouldn't recommend it as your go-to, because you can get stuck there. But if you're quite flexible and you've just got enough space, you could, in fact, invert and take the back. I'm just giving that idea in your head. Please don't try that without having practiced it, because it's horrible. I want to talk a little bit as the final one, the attacks that people can do about Ronnie. Let's see. So you're north-south and you're going to go that side, right? And attack this arm for the kimura. So a very likely attack that he can do is he's going to attack for my arm for the kimura. So do you know which arm you're going to go for?
That one, yeah.
Yeah, probably that one. So
yeah.
if you reverse arms positions, yeah, because so that they can see the kimura. So how does he do that? He basically gets me on my side, traps my head. We covered this a couple of weeks ago, and then he wrenches this up and get that. So that's horrible, right? So here's the scenario. We find ourselves in the north-south, and despite our best efforts, we can't get out. We're thinking, now I'm going to go for the attack, because he's not doing this for fun. There's no points in this position. It's just a pin, a pointless pin, right? But it leads to generally one or two attacks, which we already covered. This arm. So he's going to go for the kimura. There, you have to escape. The earlier you escape, the better. I mean, it stands to reason. This is the mantra for every submission attempt. Okay, so we're going to do early escape and late escape. As he moves, you can see this arm is being isolated. We're going to cup our palm to our fist like this, shrimp out and get the elbow to the ground. Then we can start regarding. So this hand, do this side so they can see. I think that's right. So as he positions me for the kimura, there, isolates the arm, bang. There, regard. Okay, and then we do this side. None of the sides are helping you, is it? Never mind. Good. Takes the arm, bang, straight there. Okay. There. So that's early stage. Start again. Late stage. Goes for it. No, I can't do it, bang. And he's trapped my head. Okay, now he's starting to wrench. You can hold this in there, but you can cup under your thigh. That just delays the inevitable. He's going to be able to wrench it out eventually and start hurting you. So from here, you can cup the thigh and cup your arm, but at some point, he'll be like doing in jerk motion, so pulling 1, 2. So while he's doing that, you think, okay, I can assess his strength. I can risk losing this arm, put that here, pop my head out, and it's the same thing again. Here. So late stage kimura attack. Here. Also, another tip is the straighter your arm, even if he does pull it out, he's not going to get the kimura. You can delay the inevitable. If his arm is bent, he's going to get it. So if you straighten your leg, straighten your arm, okay, that's a good tip. It's harder for me. Look at me stretching, right? So we're here. You can risk it. Take this arm out, cup the knee, pop the head out, keep walking around, join together. I like to do this. So I don't think if it matters if it helps you or not, but this pushes while this withdraws. Elbow to the ground, regard. So, one more time. From north-south. Okay, early stage. Here, late stage. So this is a non-resistant drill, just practice, and I'll come around and help you. All right, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Thank you.